Morning and welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought we would have a look at a few things actually. So the first one is these really cute little mini envelopes. They are 3x3, they're in the catalogue and I'm organised today. I have actually marked where it is, that's not it. Here it is. Little basic white, you get 40 of them, so they are just 3x3. And they're really cute, and sometimes you just want a really cute little card to do something with. And then the other thing, no, I will leave that one in a minute. We'll come back to that one. The other thing I wanted to show you as well that just came through the other day is Meandering Meadows. So this is one of the online exclusive products. And one of the things that comes with it as well, or you can buy with it and it matches it, is these rather lovely adhesive backed dragonflies and birds. So they are beautiful little gold. Hopefully you can see them all right on there. Maybe I should just bring it a wee bit closer. There we go. Anyway, we'll come back down here. All right. So that is what I thought I would show you, and how to make these cute little cards to go inside the envelopes, because you need to cut your own. Sadly, it doesn't come with cards. However, me being me, and I don't like to waste cardstock, I have worked out a way of being able to get little cards that are just kind of a nice size to go in the envelope, I think. So let's put those to one side. Let's show you this paper. Oh my goodness, this paper is so pretty. So I will just turn it over as we go through. So this is, as I say, the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper that is an online exclusive. So that just means that you can hop online and you can order it online, or you can say to me, Heather, I need that paper, order it for me, and then I can order it for you. So that's so pretty. The amazing thing is they actually have concept artists at Stampin' Up that will literally paint this up, and then they create paper from it. You know, they take the design and create the papers. So that is all of the 12 cardstock. So you get 12 different ones and you get 4 of each in the pack, which is good, because that means that you have masses of it. And I have seen so many people doing so many different things with it, and oh, it's so pretty. All right, let's move on to how we cut our A4 cardstock to create the little mini cards. One piece of A4 cardstock. So you pop it into your cutter and you cut it at the usual 14.5 centimeters, because that is A4 in half to create A5. So you should now have 2 pieces of identical A5 cardstock. Then if you take it and you put it to 7.4, hopefully this is still in the screen. So 7.4 centimeters is half of the 14.8, which is the width of the A4, A5, there we go, cardstock. And you're actually going to score down the middle of it, because then this will give you a way to create 3 cards and you don't have to score each one individually. So then you take it to 7 centimeters, because this is actually 21 centimeters, and you're going to cut it at 7 centimeters and again at 7 centimeters, and then you have 3 little mini cards, which then fit perfectly into one of your little envelopes. So there you go, that's how you create those little mini cards. I might just do the same with this one. So remember, it's 7.4. I will put these instructions up on my blog. 7.4, and then turn it and cut it at 7 and cut it at 7. So this one here is the scorer, this one here is the cutter, and you can actually tell the difference. This one has like a little lump on the top, and then this one has like a blade look to it. It's got like a little sort of diamondy shape to the top of it. So that's one of the ways to tell the difference, or you can just go, okay, the dark color one is the cutter. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. and the light colour one is a scorer. So let's pop those. Oh no, we don't want to put that away just yet because we need to cut the designer paper. So I am going to find my bone scorer and just score those down nice and firm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last but not least, 6. There we go. I don't know why I just put my cutter away because I'm going to need it again. Anyway, I figured I would use this paper this time to create my 5 little cards. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut it up into quarters. But although we're cutting it up into quarters, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop it. It's 3 inches by 3 inches is a quarter of this, because they are 6 by 6, funnily enough. So then you're going to end up with 4 pieces like that. Now I quite like the look of that one. I quite like the look of that one, so I might keep those 2 up the right way. I don't know whether I like that one, but if you turn them over, then you end up with something different, which is kind of cool. So quite tempted to keep that one. It could look quite pretty on a card. And whilst that could look pretty, let's turn it over and try something different. Right, so you're going to take off 1/2 centimetre, and in this case I would normally take one off both sides, but this case I want to take one off this side again because I want my main piece to have slightly more diminished tree than what's on this side. I want that side to stay. And then decide whether you want to take 1/2 centimetre off the top or off the bottom. I think I'm going to go with the top. Okay, because these pieces are what's going to create that extra card for you. So let's just pop those to one side. And we're just going to do the same thing with this one. So 1, 2, and let's take the one off the bottom, shall we? Leave what's on the top there. 3, and let's pop those over here. And the next one, I kind of like the colour over this side, so I'm going to do the same as I did on my first one and take 2 off the side and then 1 maybe off the top. As I say, just 1/2 centimetre each time. And I do find it works better, because I accidentally didn't do this, is if you take it off the 2 sides first and then take it off the top or the bottom and have this as your short piece and these as your 2 longer pieces. There's a theory behind this. Now, which bits do I like of this? I think I'm just going to take 1 off either side. 1, 2, and ooh, not sure about losing so much sky, but never mind. I like the bottom. So there we go. Let's just chuck all those over there, and we've got those 4 pieces now. So then once you've got these 4 pieces, where have I done my cards? There they are. These will now nicely fit onto here for you. Pretty. It's funny, isn't it? There's not actually that much of a difference between those 2. Probably that one's my favourite out of these ones. So potentially you could just stick those down and leave them as they are. Or you could do what I've done and add sayings to them. Where's my ones gone to? So as you can see, I've got sayings. Let's pop that over with those pieces. And I thought I would show you how I did the sayings, because you might be interested to know. So you're going to find out anyway. Yay, go me. Somewhere around here, there it is, I have a piece of cardstock. And I was using, let's bring the stuff I was using in. So I was using this one here, which is the double oval punch. And this is probably not the best piece of cardstock to use. Having said that, let me see if I've got any strips that would work. Oh yes, that would. Oh. Righty-ho. So what I'm going to do is just cut myself out, of course. Oh well, no. 1. Oh, I've already got one over here. 2, 3. Might not need 5, so we'll just go with 4. Oh, you know what? The heck. Might as well just cut 5 because I can. There we go. So as you can see, I'm only using this part of the punch. That's why I used just a strip so that I could just fit it into that part of the punch. And I didn't need to worry about, you know, the fact that it was going to cut heaps of those ones as well, because I don't actually want those at the moment. All right. Let's bring this over. And I have chosen to use the Circle Saying set, and I'm actually inking it up with my Stamping Right markers, which you can tell which colours are in your designer series paper, because on the back of it, it actually tells you that it uses Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Orchid Oasis, Pecan Pie and Petal Pink. So in fact this particular one has colours from all over the place, and I figured that I could use, it says it uses Melon Mambo and it uses the Granny Apple Green. What else was from the Brights? I think that was it. But you know, I'm thinking that that colour looks really good with it too. And I'm wondering whether that colour would do too. So there's, and even to be honest, it's got that colour in it too. Well, it's Crushed Curry, but this is Daffodil Delight. That colour. You know, it's amazing how many of the colours are in this. Really is. So anyway, let's move on to showing you how I did it. All right. We need a little block and we need one of these. So we are going to go with, what are we going to try? Warm hello. So this actually says warm hello. So I thought I would show you how I can just do it. Sorry, I'll just, it's like being at the cinema, isn't it? Oh no, Heather, stop it. Which one are we going to put this onto? Hello. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Not sure what I want on this one. Wondering whether to just add a couple of... Anyway, no. Stop it, Heather. Stop procrastinating. Let's go with this one. All right. So in order to just stamp up the hello rather than the warm hello, because warm hello is not going to fit on there, as you can see. So I just want the hello. So your Stamping Right markers have a thin end, and a thick end. And take the thick end and literally just sort of paint it on the stamp itself. And then turn it over. Don't leave it too long before you stamp it, because otherwise it does dry on the stamp. And there it is. Beautiful. Hello. Hello. Fancy seeing you here. Do you come here often? Yes, I am a little bit mad. It kind of helps in my family sometimes. And then the other thing I actually did was I took my thick end again and I've just dragged it around the edge just to colour in, and so that the edge isn't quite so stark really. And I could have yeah, you know, I'm still going to put it on there. Right, where's my glue? Let's use my stamping seal. I always want to, it just always makes me think of like a seal going, arr, arr, arr. I can't help it. Okay, hopefully that doesn't mean that people stop watching me because they're going, oh, this is a very crazy lady here. It helps, you know. I have 3 boys, it helps. Oh, and a husband, you know, that's 4 boys really. Okay, let's grab this and take those off there. Put those into there. I think that's done. And let us put hello onto there. There we go. 1 card made. 1 hello. Then we are going to move on to this one. And it looks so good on the back as well. Actually, no, you know what? I haven't finished that card at all. Okay, let's just see whether I can persuade this to be straightish. Yeah, kind of straightish. Let's add some bling because we have it and we should use it. And it's very, very delicate and pretty. So let's go with this little guy because he wanted to fall off earlier. And we will go with him at about there. There we go. One blingy bit. And we might as well stick all of these down. There's that. Oh, no, over a bit more. More. Okay. And this one, my favourite. I did this earlier thinking, oh, I really like this side. I'll stick that side down, so I put the glue on it. And, oh, Heather, honestly. See, so it's not just you guys that do that. If you do it, let's all identify together here. We all make mistakes. And they're all rectifiable. So that's good. Right, let's add some bling again. Ooh, pretty. There we go. 1 little birdie on that one. I love that scene. I just think that's really pretty. Can you see it? Or have I just put it outside the photo? The video even. And then we're going to do 2 more sayings. So what are we going to go with? We could go with, let's put hello away. Let's go with you're awesome because this actually uses the same technique again. So it actually says because you're awesome, but we can't fit the whole thing in, so we're not going to. We're just going to say you're awesome. Did you know that? You're awesome. There we go. I really quite like the way that it gives a slightly uneven effect to the writing when you do this. There we go. Do you see? Oh, I was going to say, do you see what I mean? But then it went upside down. Do you see what I mean? Some places are a little bit darker, some are a little bit lighter, and I just think that looks really nice. So let's clean it off on my chamois. Ooh, look at me go. I remembered the name of it this time. And decide whereabouts we are going to place it. You're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome. Oh, and that's right. Go around the edge, Heather. So around the edge we go. And I have nice blue bits on my finger, so I now have a nice blue extra bit on there, which I think would be a really good place to put a dragonfly or something. Righty ho, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I think we will pop him about there, and we will find, oh, dragonfly or a bird, dragonfly or a bird. Oh, what a tough decision. Dragonfly. Dragonfly, just there, over top of my little oopsie. So you're awesome. Hello. All right, so I'm just going to leave that last card because you've got the hang of that one now. And I'm going to show you how to create this one. So you will need a base card again. Yay. Let's pop that to one side. And then these little pieces. So bringing them all in. All right, so I did discover that it's probably better to do them this way if you want. So your card is longer this way than it is this way. You will find the way that you've cut these, there's going to be some that are not quite long enough, like that one that's in the middle there, because it didn't quite make it long enough because it was the offcut from the top. So in theory, the rest of these should all be a good length to do this with, and it would be so much easier if I was to turn this over, and that one's no good, that one's no good, and I think that one's the other one. So there we go, 1, 2. However, I did then discover that there was a 2, 4, 6, 8, and it kind of needed an extra one. So that's why I have one that is a little bit shorter in the middle. So let's just move some of these around a wee bit, and yeah, I reckon I'm just going to pick one of these out and decide which one I like the look of best. That's hard, isn't it? Maybe that one has slightly more colour on it. Okay, and then the other ones can go off to one side. And I did use, in these cards here, I did end up using one of them across the way like that, which I may well do with the last card. Who knows? I will pop it onto my blog and show you. So just move those off there. And now, in the middle of this, I have put the gilded foil. I think that's what it's called. I'll put a little note up and you'll know what it is. And the way that you can get it to stick is by using a bit of this stuff, which is where my catalogue comes back in, and the other marker. So, woohoo, go me, I've remembered. In the adhesive section, which is page 138, there is adhesive sheets. So, number 6, adhesive sheets, and they come as a size of 6 inches by 12 inches, and then you can cut them to size, or you can stick them to the back of something and then attach, sort of send it through the stamping, cut and emboss machine. But what I do is, because every time I use them, I've usually forgotten which side is the sticky side. So I have an S that I write on the sticky side. And for some reason, the sticky side is the one that has the sort of score line, not score line, the cut line in it. So I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. And so now I just need to start it off. Right, here we go. So I'm gonna just do that. I have cut this piece to exactly the same size, so it should be 7 centimeters by 7.4 even, and I'm going to stick down that corner, and then I'm going to start pulling away some of the rest of this. So I'm hoping that this works. Okay, come on, we can do this. There we go. So once you've got it going down, then you will find that the rest of it peels off fairly easily, and it will all stick down and give you a hole in the middle. Oh, didn't want a hole in the middle. Never mind, got it now. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Clearly I haven't quite got the hang of using this stuff yet, but never mind, we will soldier on with it. And then what you're going to do is peel off. So as you peel, you know, you actually want to really sort of scrub the edges down a little bit, because that way it will peel off properly and the glue will actually stay there. So as you peel that off, that's all gluey. And the same on this one. Aim not to touch the glue. And which way were we going? This way? Yes, this way. All right. So my aim is to go with the middle. Now, if you want to, you could use a ruler or you could use the grids, which I probably should have grid paper on here, but I haven't. So we will say it's approximately 3 centimetres. Let's go with this and see whether we can get this at approximately 1.5 centimetres. Bearing in mind it has a little bit of a gap at the top and the bottom. Hopefully that is sort of straight. Okay, let's go now and move on to these ones. So, oh, come on, come on. And then just leave a similar sort of gap in between each one. And obviously there's going to be more of a gap in the middle because I seem to have done it that way. Interesting. Never mind, it'll work out. I have confidence in myself. Oh. Oh, come on. Okay. And last but not least, this one here. There we go. All right. So I didn't do this the first time, and I do probably think it's a better option is to actually take these ends off before you dunk it into the gold. Eek. So, ooh, slightly more than I anticipated there. Oh well, never mind, that's fine. It'll be all right. Let's just chuck those into the bin. And then we bring out the gold. Gold. Okay, I keep my gilded, I want to call it gilded leafing. I'm not sure that's 100% sure right, and I don't think I wrote on this to remind myself what it was called. No, of course I didn't. So I keep it in an ice cream tin, so that's why Neapolitan ice cream appears to have come out. Because when you open up the little tiny pot that it's in, it just goes ba-dong, and it goes everywhere if you're not careful with it. So I thoroughly recommend that you get yourself an ice cream tin if you plan to buy any of this stuff. And then you can just shove your whole card in and wow, look at that. It is so much fun. And then I have just a bit of sponge, as you can see, that I use just to rub off the excess. So I shall rub, and feel free to talk amongst yourselves. It's always a bit lethal saying that in class, actually, because then I find people do talk amongst themselves, and then as soon as I want to talk, I kind of need to wait for a gap. But I'm pretty good at interrupting them. All right. Oh. Then you have little pieces of gold all over your fingers. And you try and put those back into the pot, or they go everywhere. All right, let's just, there we go. So very carefully put the lid back on. Don't recommend sneezing into this because it goes everywhere. I'm glad to say it's never happened, but there's been a few times when I thought, oh no, I'm going to sneeze, I'm going to sneeze. Look away, look away. All right. So that is how that looks at the moment, but we're going to add a little saying to the middle of it so that it will kind of tie in a little bit better along there. What are we going to say? Where is my stamp set? There it is. What should we say for this one? Smile. Let's go with the smile, shall we? Okay. We will find the block, and what colour would look really nice with this one? Let's go with my Melon Mambo. And there you go. Now we've got Mambo number 5 going around in my head. Mambo number 5. Do, do, do. Okay. Keep moving, Heather. Keep going. Smile. And just again around the edge. And the edge, put that away, put that away. Let's find these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's just pop. I'm going to move it over to this side because I've definitely left the wrong gap on either side, and I'm not very happy with the fact that I've done that. So if I put this over to this side, it will mean that at least that makes it like it's meant to be like that, in my opinion. So there you go. That is my smile. And that's really cool, isn't it? The way it looks so different, even though it's the same set of papers, you've just got such a different look to it. I'm really happy with that. So there we go. That is how far I've got with those and these guys, and they all fit into this darned cute little envelope. I can move stuff away. There we go. Hopefully they are all in the screen. It looks like they might be. Okay, so head on over to my blog. I will put full instructions up for you in case you've forgotten how to cut the cardstock and everything like that. I'll put links to the different products up and things. And head back and join me next Saturday. Thank you for joining me. Okay.